Okay, so Skye has just said the fateful words of it's time to wrap up his live stream. So I will go ahead and start up mine. I'll give people a few minutes to actually, show up while the map loads. So yeah, I will leave you here with my map loading and the sound of my noisy fan in the background. Promise you, it is loading. I really meant to hit that load map button before, but anyway, let's see. But yeah, if you guys who are down in the chat would sound off, I'd appreciate it. Let me know who all's here. But yeah, hopefully it should load before too much longer. Where are you streaming? Yeah, I really should have started the map loading like about an hour ago. Oh, jeez. I promise it will load. It hardly ever crashes during this stage. And it is set up so that everything's, using the correct hardware and everything. Anyway, so yeah. While we load, I'm just gonna discuss Skye's live stream. So one of the things that I really think that would actually help with his traffic situation, because he got a lot of improvement when he upped the coverage, but a lot of the stuff like on Long Island, he never got around to making sure that everything was covered. So I'm pretty sure that's actually what's killing his bridges, is those uncovered chunks of Long Island that are traveling to and from Jersey. And I honestly believe that if he got all, like, my trick for this is you just click on every single stop and then hit the pin icon, and it makes them light up their coverage area. And if Skye just takes the entire map, selects every single bloody stop, and hits the coverage icon, and hits the pin icon rather, it'll take him a while, but he can see exactly where everything is covered and where it isn't. And then everywhere there isn't coverage, put in a stop, put in a line connecting to at least one other stop, preferably one of the various hubs he's got. and then he should be able to just optimize line rates, and that should completely reduce the traffic to not nothing, but only a little bit, and it'll mostly be local traffic as well. But anyway, the game appears to be about ready to boot up. It's only taken 5 minutes. Yeah. Unfortunately, not only is the whole quarantine thing going on, but I am a somewhat of a broke high school student. So anyway, yeah. I found that even with the full load, with the way the time set, this guy only gets like 1 in per load, which, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense because there's like, oh, hey, while this was sitting, it started actually spreading out. So I'm guessing this whole thing is just going to be completely, oh no, okay, that's odd. Okay, we've got a second industrial building in, so that's nice. And we should gradually get more industrial buildings out here at some point. But, although now that I've got residential and commercial out there, oh wait, we got a third one. I actually think that, no, we want residential in there. So I'm actually gonna, I think I'll kick the commercial out of here, because we've got plenty of that on the outside. We're gonna want eventually residential in here where it's actually gonna be quiet. I mean, we're still gonna have some out here, obviously, but that's gonna be, lower emissions inside. So we want to wind up with residential in there, and then industrial and commercial mostly out there with a little bit of residential. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and put in another street that's going to follow up along the side up there, along the cliff side, that we can have houses going in on. Oh, hey, they automatically put in a chunk of what I was getting ready to put in, but yeah, because we're going to want houses up here along the cliffs, and then mixed commercial industrial down there by the railroad tracks. Because any houses that go down there are going to be making tons and tons of noise complaints, and I just don't want to deal with it. So yeah, I think we're actually going to see if I can squeeze that in. Yeah, I should be able to actually squeeze that in all the way down here past the oil refinery if I use shift to let it put in that more subtle angle. Yeah, there we go. And then that'll give the town a little bit more opportunity to spread as it gets really big, because it definitely won't be able to get out that way. Yeah, and while we're doing a little bit of training on this, let's clear out most of the residential in this section. I'm fine with the commercial there, because eventually the industrial is just going to get restricted and like explode outward. And in fact, I might actually take out most of the industrial that's in here, because we really want that to jump the tunnel. So I'm actually going to take it back to that one that was in there originally, and I'm actually going to also take out some of the commercial that's right here by the tunnel. We want some of that industrial to come outside. And we want this to be just chock full of residential. Let's see, if I put in a small street going up there and maybe behind those houses, maybe I can get in just a skosh more residential buildings. Not much, but maybe like just a couple. Oh, what? No, quit that. No, bad. Bad automatic street building. I mean, I'll leave that be, but no, I do not want you connecting up to there. And I'm actually going to freeze all the roads in this section. At least it didn't do something stupid and delete that building. But anyway, yeah, now that I've got that in, it should be able to re-expand and fill in. Oh, yeah, let's put in my background music. I always turn that off when I'm playing, because I usually play while I listen to some some of these videos. I like Mumbo Jumbo or Skye Storm or some other YouTuber that does this more seriously than I do. but I'll usually be like listening to somebody else's videos while I play, so I always turn off the background music. But while I'm streaming, we want the background music. Anyway, let's see. And I'll leave that one in there, but yeah, we really do need that industrial to push outside. But we'll leave that to run for a bit, because they've got a decent amount of street out there to grow into. Anyway, but yeah, like, yeah, with those two buildings, they're only demanding like 3 fuel, which, I mean, yeah, it is being, all of that has coverage, and from there, it has coverage like up to there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get in the next drop off for food and fuel. So let's see. So we have about that far. So that, yeah. So yeah, we are going to want it to be cutting through around there. Well, actually, we might also be able to get a bit of an improvement by putting in a street access connection there. Let's see. So yeah, if I take this and I put in some steps there, then I'll run a street. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll run a street down to there, just a little one, and across there to hook up to those steps, and then I'll just connect it up to there. Oh, so that's actually gonna force, which is fine, I guess. We can get, you know, a couple extra buildings in there and in that block, and that'll also just extend that connection out just a touch further. Yeah, so yeah, now that makes it to there. So yeah, we'll actually want our crossroads about there-ish. And actually, I'm going to make this one a large, or a like regular size, but I'm going to put in another one there that's going to be smaller. Yeah, and they can put in whatever road's going the other way they want, but anyway, yeah, let's see. So, yeah, and then our next drop-off point will actually want to be right up here by the oil well. And then I'll just chuck in actually, we're going to want to make our blocks a bit smaller than that. Yeah. Now that one's actually just barely good enough, but we will want another connection through there. You know, my mouse is being on the fritz a little bit, but it's what you get when you don't take good enough care of your mouse and lose it. You have to deal with your crappy spare one. Yeah, we're just going to put in a bunch of little skinny city blocks in here. Keep this town from doing anything too stupid. I mean, they might put like weird funky crossroads up the middle there, but I don't care if they do that kind of stuff. Like, that's not going to screw up traffic flow. But getting it, you know, semi-structured like this will help at least a little bit. It'll keep them from doing anything too strange that'll actually, you know, affect my transport network. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade up through here with this. And then we'll run it across there. So, yeah. And I'm just going to chuck in a drop-off point, but I'm not actually going to bother with a line to there because we won't need it until our commercial expands down like into that area. And even then we won't need it until we start actually shipping food, which, let's see. So where is food going to be coming from? So let's see, food. So yeah, we've got food from there, which will probably wind up supplying mostly that end of the maps. Like that one and that one need food. That one needs food. I know the main city's gonna need food. And we actually don't have any food up here. So, oh no, we have that one there. So this one will probably supply that, and the main city. The one down there will probably supply like those two. And then, Yeah, I'll probably ship up from that one so that it's not sharing the demand of the main city. Or I could actually connect it to both, have a cargo delivery coming in from the main city. Don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but right now we're not producing food anywhere, so it really doesn't much matter. Anyway, let's see. So yeah, that guy's got some passengers, and we've got, 4 dudes there waiting for the little steam tram to bring them in. It's probably in the tunnel at the moment. Yeah, they're both just popping out of the tunnel now. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to tell, since even when that gets, actually, that's actually a good point, since I'm trying to encourage the industrial to come out. Eventually, this is going to be purely residential. Ooh, yeah, and we do not want more industrial growing in here. We want it to be forced to come out. So I actually think I'm going to clear all the industrial out of the crater and clear most of the residential out from outside of it. But I'm gonna leave in the one original industrial building, and then just get the rest of it removed and force it to grow there or not at all. Although actually that's kind of where I'm wanting the residential to start going in. I'll clear out all of those. I want it to grow in just along that street, and maybe that half of the blocks, but not all the way down. But yeah. Nope, we're not gonna. I will not stand industrial buildings growing up inside the crater. That's for all the nice little residential buildings to grow up into. Because you can see, even now, the bad emissions are reaching all the way up to there. And this main line is only going to get busier. Although with the trams rattling around, it's actually pretty noisy inside the crater too. But once we get the industrial buildings to actually get out of the crater, we can get rid of one of those, or at least probably transfer it to going from there to that crossroad. And actually, so let's look at it. So yeah, that actually does cover the one industrial building in there on its own. So I probably could actually just send that guy back to the depot for now. Yeah, I'm actually going to send you off to the depot. We really don't need you right now. Yeah, and the residential's almost filled up in there. So let's see how this is doing growth. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to grow a lot more if we give it time. That's for sure. So while we're giving it time, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and set this guy. Oh, actually, no, we won't. That guy's right about. Okay, we're getting in some of the newer stuff. So that's actually going to be kind of useful if I want, although not yet, because the teat coaches aren't worthwhile until we actually get up to high-speed track. But see that in my personal map, I found that guy to be a pretty good goods engine. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go away and let that grow out a bit. So let's see. Where do I want to? I'd kind of like to look at getting goods and machines into there. So let's see. So we'll go from a lumber mill and see consumers, and so there's that machines one, which is there, which is actually very close to steel, which we can get coal into, and then we have to ship iron ore up from right the other side of the map. And there. No, that's a demand, and then the other machines is way out here, which is super far from just about everything. Let's see. So if we're gonna get that steel industry up and running, we've got 1, 2, 3 iron up there. Then where's the rest of it? Oh, we have. Oh, actually no. The big iron thing is actually pretty close by. One of our big doubled up irons. It's actually pretty close to there. So we might actually bring in from like those two and those two. I mean, we'll still need to bring in more, obviously. Okay, there's got to be a couple of iron ones that I'm not seeing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Do I only have 3 steel works then? Yeah, I only have 3 steel works, and it's because I only have the 1 goods factor. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so we're gonna be bringing in 1, 2. So yeah, we're gonna be bringing in all of that coal, that iron, and one of the irons from up here into those 2 steel mills, and then we're gonna be bringing those 2 irons into that, and those 2 coals into that, and that one's gonna supply that machines. And then those 2 are going to supply that goods and that machines. Do we have lumber down near here? We've got that one. Yeah, I think we're gonna because we've got our bridge going across to here, which actually brings the track right up to there. So yeah, and we really don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna put in a little just runabout route in here. Just 2 stations that are literally touching each other. I don't know, I've just found that to be surprisingly the single most efficient method of this sort of transfer, is you just put in 2 stations just barely big enough for cargo trams. Like that, just one right next to the other. Yeah, like just as close as the game will. And actually, yeah, just as close as the game will let you put them, just like that. And then you can figure these, and they should be going in there and out through there. So we'll need an exit on this one, and then that one we'll need to put an entrance in. And then we just grab a bit of road. And any road will do for this, because that's already going to vastly limit the speed. So yeah, I'm going to put this one in. Just smack it in. And sometimes I'll do like a pretty loop around, but I'm actually not going to bother this one. I'm just going to make it very rigid and square. And, yeah, since this is just like a little transfer yard out in the middle of the desert, I'm not going to do my usual tile thing that I like to do, but I think I'm actually going to make this one be the same sandy color as the desert around it. Yeah, I'm going to start with this sand, and I'm going to pepper in a little bit of a couple of other sands. And we're going to have to also smooth all this off, or it'll look pretty terrible. But yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll set it to decrease the strength a bit. Then we'll just grab each of the other sands and just go over it like that. And I appear to have missed that corner. There we go. But yeah, I'm just gonna do it with a little. Ooh. Oh, that's way higher strength than I thought it was. I think it'll look decent once I get that in. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Looks like this is just like the outlines of platforms just out here in the middle of the desert, which is what I'm going for here. Solid, and max the strength up on the terrain tool. And let's up the brush size too. Just maximum terrain shifting. Shift all of the terrain. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, like that looks very earthworksy, but the rest of it looks, you know, like they just kind of, you know, packed in the sand, tightened it up a little bit, and then that was that. Yeah, and we're just gonna do a super quick little itty bitty line just from there to there, and if I'm correct, yeah, but like both of these hook up to both stations, but it'll. This is also the same thing that I'll use for my station catchment radius extender. Is you just have a little thing like that, and it'll let you extend. Like if I put like a station there, I could put one of these in the middle, and it would extend the catchment radius to include that. Anyway, so yeah, so there's my road going out. Ooh, yeah, my city's actually trying to extend the land a little bit, which I'd actually kind of, I don't know, part of me says I should let it sprout like suburbs across the bridges. Part of me doesn't. Yeah, no, because I do want to push it up that way, so I'm actually gonna say, nope, no building over there for you, at least not yet. And then I'm gonna chuck in a road that's just, it's gonna be one of these, and I'm gonna put it in with the full-on tram tracks, and I want it to be curved and swing around up to there. And then if I put in the tram track, yeah, let's zoom out. They actually don't have much of the tram track in the city electrified yet. Which I'm definitely going to at some point. I don't think I'll do it now, not unless the electric trams are unlocked, which I don't think they are. Not the regular trams, the electric cargo trams, the SCSCHs or whatever they are. Let's see. Yeah, no, those guys aren't going to unlock for a while. We have the basic electric city, but I don't particularly like those in the big cities. Just I feel that they don't have enough capacity to really be worth doing. Like, yes, this guy has 69 emission, but that guy has only 77 emissions, which is only slightly more than this. And it has, like, 33 capacity versus 11. So, yeah, I mean, like, this compared to, the vanilla one that is just 1 is way better. But compared to the longer ones that I have is actually not really particularly worth it. Unless you have only a very small route. In which case, yeah, it's better. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, and I find that to get, the full effect out of this sort of transfer, you tend to need about 3. But for now, since I'm only gonna be transferring like half of what that does, I think I can get away with only 1 or 2. For cargo transfer. For trucks, you need more like 5 or more to get a full transfer. But for this guy, this ought to be enough. So yeah, we'll chuck those 2 on. And that should immediately start this shipping. Oh, wow, yeah, it's actually shipping the full 400. Oh, So actually, yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and get the third one on right away. Yeah, I forgot that the intermediate things only had 2 levels instead of 4, which is going to make it a little bit easier to get the machines up and running faster. But yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, because I'm going to need to ship machines into my city too. So I may as well bring the wood back when I do it. So yeah, I'm going to take this. Actually, I think I'm going to put a ooh, everything jumped. There we go. So I actually think I'm going to take this back to like here and put. Oh yeah, and I remember I quad tracked this for some reason. I think it was just to do something different, but yeah, I'm going to put in my big switch over, which will let either bit get to either side. So it's just going to be a real long, like as long as I can go, thing of double slips. You know, yeah, it's basically just going to be, you know, the entire bridge is one massive double slip switch junction. Then we're going to have right there directly across from it. And theoretically, this should snap into place directly across from the other one, and it'll line up and make a good junction, theoretically. Which, if bridge must be very slightly curved then, but if it goes in, it goes in, and I'm not going to argue with the bridge. And let's see, do I still have navigable water connections going under? Ooh, not so many. Ooh. Well, it definitely can get through there, and I'm pretty sure that diagonals do count for ship pathing. So I do still have 3 places that ships can get underneath my bridge, which I guess is enough. I'd like to have one over on this side, but with how much of a pain this bridge was to get in, like, at all, I think I'm just going to accept it and say that, you know... Oh, actually, that could be kind of good, because if I put in my harbor... Oh, no, because I'm going to be getting in my tram bridge there, got the railroad track there. I mean, I guess I could put it in, like, way the heck back there, but... Although, no, if I put it... that's what I'll do. Oh, no, I already got my harbor in there. What am I talking about? I'm just being an idiot. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, I think I'm actually going to split this off right after that massive junction, because this will not only be, you know, like the turnarounds for these, although we really don't need it to be that long for just the turnaround. I think, yeah, because we don't want that to be a massive bottleneck way up there. So yeah, I think I'm going to put in a separate dedicated turnaround for the passenger station right here at the end of this bridge. And I think I'm going to start from the water side, because it's a little bit easier to get stuff to line up on land. So yeah, go away. So yeah, we're going to start from like there-ish, and we're going to come down to there where it's only just still on the bridge. And we're going to come up here. We're going to do the same basic thing. We're going to start from there, and it'll just snap in there. Go for it. And I think that I'm actually going to go ahead and put in a couple similarly here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that I can get a new like desktop type gaming computer at some point, because part of the issue of these small maps, right, is I like doing like a huge, massive main city that's kind of compact like this. But on a small map, the junction work is just an absolute nightmare. Like, I actually have done like fairly similar maps in medium size, like my main city on a peninsula like that, and they always seem to turn out so much better on the medium sized maps, just simply because I'm not as restricted. Like when the tip of the tip of the peninsula is like that big. So, my city is like, my station's like up here, and it's still in the center of the map, and the city's just sprawled way further out. And it just, having the bigger map scale lets you do that, and then it also doesn't look as weird to have like a ton of very small towns, because the smallest that it'll let you make a town is base population 50. And if you want to have, just a bunch of those scattered about to eventually connect up with like cargo routes and such, it's not really going to be happening, just simply because, it'll just look stupid to have that many towns of that big a size. Whereas I'd kind of like to be able to go small in that. I'd like to have, towns with like 1 or 2 people well, not quite that small, but like maybe base population of like 5. Because that would be like, 4 or 5 houses, 4 or 5 commercials, and 4 or 5 industrials, and that's enough. Like it's not going to be a big city, but not everything needs to be, And I'd like to have more of those like little tiny isolated towns that you hook up into your transport network. And I think it'd be nice, but they don't let me, so I can't. Anyway, yeah, we got all our turnarounds in there. And this, let's see, so if you're coming out there, you'll need to get on it here. So that needs to be a double slip. And then you would want to get off there, so that doesn't. Although, no, because if you're going back, yeah, all 4 of those are going to need to be double slips to let for things to get onto either side. And I'm actually going to trim the bridge back here to the end of these switches, and then I'm going to peel off, and one of them is going to go up that way, and that one actually, what all is, oh, actually, there is a, because there actually isn't that much out this way. Let's see. If I have anybody in chat with an opinion on the matter, I want to know. I'm going to need to hook up those 2 things. So do you want me to hug the mountain here, just power my way up with a, stupid bridge that's going to, just be from there all the way up? Or do you want me to do a spiral? Because I've been kind of wanting to do a what I like to jokingly, or honestly not so jokingly, call an insanity spiral with railroad track. That's where you basically go in and then go directly on top of yourself, just spiraling around and around until you get to the top of one of these plateaus. Because I did one on my personal world with the road, and it wound up being kind of wobbly, but because railroad track have a more set radius, I feel that you could get a very straight and kind of cool looking when you're in tunnel view insanity spiral with railroad track. But either way, I am going to need to peel off that way for most of the traffic on this. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just break this off right here. And it's probably going to, it's going to go a little further back there, but that's fine. Yeah, there's another good goods engine, and that was my go-to passenger engine. But now there's a couple of the other modded ones that go 121 that I like to use. Both that Yeah, 'cause with most of my stuff here, like, honestly, speed really is just about everything when I'm picking out my engines, just simply because it doesn't charge you for it, and by getting a fast engine, you can fairly reasonably keep it in service for a very long time and not, be worried about, is it going to become unprofitable with the newer cars. So yeah, I'm actually going to want to, so I want to try and keep this dude at full speed if I can. Although do that, because no, I can't, because that's going to involve, boring a massive tunnel through there, which I'd honestly rather not do. See, I think that's probably going to be about good, and because I'm going to want to be, I'm going to want to wind up going like there. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and 105 isn't too bad. That'll slow down my passenger service a little bit until I get the high speed rail in, but it'll be perfectly fine for cargo, because cargo only ever gets up to 96. At least right now it does. Eventually, I'm going to wind up upgrading some of my more specialized trains to the 120 and 160 kilometer an hour wagons, but for the most part, I actually have, fairly unspecialized trains that just haul whatever both ways. And those I have to do with my 96 kilometer an hour wagons, which I really do like, but I'm hoping to find a good good mod for like container flats so that I can, have a more modern style. I'm going to bring that down, not that much. Yeah, I'm going to bring this down a little bit because we don't need to ride up the mountains so much here. We can actually cut into it a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, because I don't know, I like having my old style open wagons, but I love to have access to a like higher capacity, higher speed thing later in the game. Like just like a 120 kilometer an hour thing with the similar capacity to the other 120 kilometer an hour things. I'm gonna just keep this curve. Speaking of 120 kilometers an hour, that's the speed I'm gonna keep this curve at. Just like that. Because I do want this coming in fairly tight. And I'm going to have a little, probably a very small station, especially because I think I'm actually going to do a wide station rather than a long one. I'm going to put in like one track at like 80 meters or maybe even only 40. But then I'm just going to extend the platforms like right the way out, which will give it plenty of capacity, just it won't be very long. So the trains will have to probably stick out on the main line while loading. Either that, or I could probably, I can probably also like peel off like there and then squeeze behind it, then put in a fairly big station out here, and then just run a connection up that way, which I might do that too. Don't know, but anyway, let's keep getting this in. So. Let's see. Yeah, right now it's just general mainline, and I think I'm gonna keep sweeping around, see if I can get through that pass. So right now the main thing I'm hooking up to is there, but I'll also hook up to Oakham on my way through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do probably in here like one track of passenger, then two just empty transit tracks, and then a cargo. Yeah, and I'm going to have to probably cut a tunnel through the foot of that mountain, just with the way Oakham's grown up it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put in the passenger building first. So yeah, we're going to want this guy, one track, and I think I'll do a 120 meter station. Yeah, and I'm going to have to put in a little small road that's going down to it. But, yeah. And Actually, let's see, because I might wind up bridging over that first bit of road rather than forcing it to come up to meet me at a level crossing. Yep. Well, let's see, if I go perfectly level here, yeah, that is enough to make a bridge. Although, oh, that's interesting. I should be able to, there we go, yeah, lose the road. And then I can put this in, maybe the sandstone, yeah, I think that the sandstone bridges actually go really well with these deserty textures. In my other stuff, it does seem, more reasonable that it would be like the brick or whatever, but oh, okay, so yeah, apparently I have to go out like there-ish to get it to bother putting in a bridge, but I should be able to trim it back. Yeah, and go back to there. I don't. That's good enough. And then I'm gonna start sloping down after that. Well, actually, no, I didn't want to put that on that because that's gonna be actually terminating on that track. Although this will actually another trick for getting bridges in on a less amount of stuff. I can probably go from like, say, right there. Oh. I'm just going to put the bridge in and then put the road back in after. Because now that that's bridged in, if I put stuff parallel to it, it'll also bridge. And we'll want 2 tracks bridged. And then that doesn't even need to be hooked up to this bit of the line. Because that other piece that's going to be just a passenger terminating platform there. But yeah, we can just take that right the way out. And I think I'm going to put this in. Yeah, just straight on in. I could dip down like a ton like that, but I think I'm actually going to come out like there. And I'm going to dip down the minimum amount I actually really need to. Actually, let's go ahead and make this a little bit curvy, because it was originally a little curvy here. Yeah, like about that. And then this one ran just dead straight into the town. Yeah, about like that. There we go. Not exactly how it originally was, but it's close enough for what I want here. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and configure this, because we'll need 2 transit tracks, and then another one that's gonna be a cargo terminus there. And I'll go ahead and put in all the real expensive outsidey bits first. Yeah, this is definitely going to form like a massive quad track tunnel right away. And then my switching is probably actually going to be underground. Or I could, force it to form like a couple, like 2-track brick tunnel and a couple of single ones there, maybe, if I really work at it. That might be interesting. Oh no, we don't want either of those, we want platforms. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna slap in a little cargo platform along this side. Oh, you go away. Yeah, so we're just gonna slap in this, and this is probably just gonna be a connection to the main city, which will hook this up to everything that's hooked up to the main city. But anyway, yeah, let's get this track, and I actually think that I'm going to take, in order to not have that, actually, yeah, first I'm going to form 2 bits of just perfectly straight into the mountain. Don't want it climbing up here either. I'm just gonna, as it shoot straight out of the station and just blast right on into the mountain. Just like that. And then here, I'm gonna come out fairly straight, but I'm gonna hold shift. And try and get it to go in. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to. Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. So, like, don't go that way. Yeah, I hate it when it tries to do that. And it's especially irritating when it does it in a tunnel, because you really cannot see what's going on properly enough. And I'm going to take it back far enough that it actually... What the heck? Okay, so it'll kind of do what I was wanting if I do it that way. But it's putting that tunnel entrance, like, way up there. Let's see what the other side does. If the other side does the same thing, I just think this is not really going to work. Yeah. Simple matter of it, yeah, the track actually has to cut through the, tunnel entrance bit. So yeah, I'm just going to make this a regular, like, stupidly massive 4-track tunnel entrance going in. I don't know, I don't think the, anything wider than 3-track, I just don't think it looks as good, you know? I like the arch. But, yeah, for the... Yeah, we need to finish building up that, and this one's a little longer than the other, so I'll go ahead and take this one out first. I'm just going to shoot straight out there. Actually, no, because we're going to want to sweep up to meet the line coming in there. So yeah, I'm going to bring the line hopefully through to that path. I might have to cut into that a little bit to keep my speed, because I really do want to keep that full 120. Yeah, that's a little too much cutting for my taste, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, not too bad. I'm actually not sure which side of the track this is. Yeah, so I'm going to continue going in at 120 to minimize the amount of that little ridge there that I'm chopping out. Then I think I'm going to lay in the other side. Now, see, we're going to just take this and just follow it right along. Yeah, and on most of these turns, this one should actually be definitely not slower. Maybe a touch faster, though probably not much. Well, actually, it can't be faster because it's already at the speed limit for the track of this era, but when I upgrade it all, which in this series I might upgrade everything, because even my standard older Express stuff does go 121, which, I mean, yeah, that 1 kilometer an hour is not much, but over the entire long-distance journey, it might wind up becoming something. But yeah, I'm going to just take that right in, 'cause this is going to have to be a long tunnel, whatever I do. Ooh, okay, can I get it to just make that all be a tunnel? Okay, so yeah, it tunnels for most of it, and then it pops out for just a moment there, which... Okay, I'm going to see how I can get that in by less than a full... Come on, little more. Come on. Come on, tunnel entrances, now kiss. Kiss and become one. They're just inching close together as I dip the track down. Any moment now, it's just going to spring into just being a single long tunnel. There we go. That'll do. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and chuck that on in. And it's just a big long tunnel plowing right through that bit of mountain. And hopefully this whole thing goes at 120. If not, it's fairly close. Yeah, it goes slightly less than 120 there, right at the end, but that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm okay with it slowing down just a skosh right there. And then let's see, this is the passenger one, so I need it to come in over quite a long distance. Especially since this is going to be the entrance half of it. I want this at the full 120 if I can get it to. Okay, so construction's not possible until like way over there. But that keeps it fairly quick, for at least most of it. Can I get it a little further? Yeah, that's the best I'm doing. But yeah, 95 going right into the station's not too bad. But I'm actually going to see, though, if I can get the cargo one to actually snap in inside of that. Yeah, do like the exact opposite and go like super slow so that I don't have to mess with having a crossover in the station. This is gonna be at least a semi-interesting tunnel to ride a train through. It's gonna have some interesting junction work in it. But anyway, let's come up here, and that can just go away. Yeah, I'd like it if I could have it be bridge going right the way up to the station, but it's not going to put in a bridge, not on that shallow. So, yeah, and I think that I am going to hook this up on the other side, although I doubt I would use it. But, I don't know. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to let me at all. No, it's not going to let me, so I guess I won't. Which is fine. Anyway, we're going to want a, station for that. And I think we're just going to do a, another little, cargo tram shuttle in there. It's just going to pop back and forth and drop the, steel and probably also the planks. It's just going to shuttle it back and forth there. And then the actual station is going to be mainly just servicing the steel works. Although, if I get and it does have a path in it, so I might actually be able to get it, just catch all of it, but I still will need a shuttle. But if I can get it to have that within the catchment radius, it'll save a lot of capacity on the shuttle line. So let's see. Yeah, so I definitely can if I put it in, if I like put it on that side of the road, but I want to see if I can get it in by just connecting the road to the other corner. There. Yep, so we got a path. And we'll just come real gently up into there. And I'm not going to be running anything on that. Yeah, we just got our steam trucks, the little traction engine dudes. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can put it in on that side of the junction. Yeah, it does go in. I think what I'm going to do, though, because I want to have a... yeah, I want it in, but I want it in at like that angle. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to configure it. And I'm actually going to literally change everything. Like, not even exaggerating. I'm going to rip that off. I'm going to go into cargo buildings. And I'm going to put that one on right at the end. But then I want those platforms to line up with that. So I'm going to rip so I'm going to start by getting rid of that. And then to make it keep that in. Ooh, it's like, it probably will get rid of that. But I can put it back in once I put, yeah, I'm going to have to do it that way. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just rip all of this out. And then I'll put in the track, which I think I'm only going to have the one track, although I might add another on the other side of the platform, dunno. But for now, no, let's see, yeah, what's this actually going to be shipping to? So, we're going to have a, we're going to have at least, well, first things first, I'm going to get it in. Yeah, just get that part in. Let's see, so this is going to be basically two productions worth. So one of those is going to ship to there, but then that's going to need to ship back to the main city. And the question is the goods, is that to the other goods factory going to go through the city? Or, yeah, because, yeah. And yeah, the goods is over there. So yeah, we're going to run that through the city, so we're just going to have a single train going back and forth between there and the main city. And actually, since there's only a single train here, I might just make this, although no, I'm likely to wind up putting, multiple trains on the line. It's going to be a single line, not a single train. Come on. I really do need a slightly better computer. Well, not slightly, a lot better if I'm going to be doing this seriously and trying to do bigger maps and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can get it to just a little bit more bridge on this side. Yeah. Partly because I want the aesthetics of it, and partly because, like, look at this. So 154,000, 97,000. Bridges are so much cheaper than, massive amounts of embankment. Like, I really would like the option to just say, no, screw putting in an embankment. I want to make this elevated, even if it's only 1 foot off the ground. Like, I want my trains running on, pointless little viaducts everywhere. It'd be awesome. But whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to take that out to there and then just bring it on in. And I want, I mean, it's not like it's not, slowing down to less than 96 here anyway, just because of the turn radius, but I don't know. I like having long, efficient-looking switches. Just because I like them. So anyway, yeah, that should be it for this. Well, actually no, we are going to need more platforms here. We're going to need drop-off for the coal and iron. So let's see, because the coal's actually really close here. I think I'm probably going to take a station there with the coal. See, I could probably get a bit of road there that hooked up to both of them, right? And then put in the station here and duck out and drop off the iron ore, and then have like a point-to-point with iron ore into here, and then coal going out. Yeah, and we could run that coal into the hub there. Those 2 iron ore, that one would run down to there and then out. And then the other iron ore would be run into the city and would be run down to there with the one that's going back and forth there. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Although, actually, because the only thing that's going to be running, I know, because we're going to be running all the logs back down for that. So see, that's going to be a rate of 400 in for the logs and 400 and 800 out. So I could, and I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to run, well, no, 800 in because I'm going to be running the second iron mine in too. So yeah, that'll actually be perfect. It'll be 800 in, 800 out to the city line, not the other one. And so this one's going to need 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is going to need 3 platforms, 2 ins for the more remote mines, and then an out for everything going down. And so yeah, we want this guy, we want a building. We're going to grab this guy, and we're actually going to make it just default 3 platforms. Although, I'd like the out one to have a bit more, so I'm actually going to set it to be 4 platforms to give me the spacing, but I'm going to rearrange this a bit. Although, actually, now let's set it to 5. That'll give me the proper spacing, and I'll just delete those 2 tracks in there and put in another platform. Yeah, we'll put it in there. So yeah, we'll have 1. Let's grab this. We'll have it dip out to there. Ooh, now I'm gonna have to go into the tunnel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into the tunnel beside that. Which I'm actually kind of fine with that, although I'm gonna want it to be the same level as this. So I'm actually gonna take this bit out straight a little like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep this at 96, I don't think. But yeah, if I do that, and it'll get a little bit of an S bend into it. Then I'll bring that over to there. Yeah, there we go. You know what? I wish that in the I wish that because in the desert text, all the rocks red, but the tunnels still have the whiter rock from the other 2 environments. I'm gonna just take this straight the way in one bit. I'm gonna take this out and see if I can get it to go 96. Yeah. I got it in 96 for a moment there. There you go. Boom. So yeah, my cargo train is actually... Oh no, they'll slow down on the double slip. Well, actually... Okay, so I want this... Yeah, this tunnel's definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, a lot of my tricks that I use to increase the speeds on that sort of stuff actually add in extra tunnel walls. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, there you are. Come on. There you go. Yes, be a double slip switch. And actually, ooh, I'm gonna need to do that up here too. I need to... Okay, so we got... And that one I'm not going to be able to double slip. That one I'm going to have to put... Well, probably. Oh, no. It will let me. Okay. That's a surprise. And if I go into that... Yeah, I wish there was a turn-on tunnel view mode. Yeah. There we go. All that stuff's double slip, which will let things get in and out a little easier. And then for the ones going out here, yeah, I do think I am just going to have to, plow a couple of ridiculous tunnels going through that spire, probably. Yeah, I'm going to have to, because I'm going to need this track to come up and get into there. which is going to, you know, plow one through the foot, which isn't too bad, but the other one's just going to have to cut, like, straight on through the middle of that spire, which is going to look kind of funky, but what can you do? It looks a little bit, you know, I don't know. Hey, you seem to bump weird keys so often when I'm doing these streams. Like, it might be the lag, but I'm not usually this clumsy while playing. Yeah, because we've got like one more iron mine, or not iron, or two more coal mines, and I think we're gonna run point to point. We're gonna have a station there. I kind of like having that. I mean, it makes it, you know, from an actual like real life perspective, you wouldn't come out there. You would like come out the side. I'm gonna see how that looks, but I'm actually probably gonna put it in back there. You could either go, oh, yeah, you could like either put it in curving a little bit tighter since this is a freight line. We don't need the speed as much. Pop out like there. But because of Transport Fever 2, the way it handles ground, that makes that all ugly. And I'm guessing it's going to make it just as ugly if I pop out there. No. It's not that bad, I don't... yeah, it's not that bad, but, like... Yes, if this were the real world, you know, they would put in that cheaper tunnel, or maybe even just widen that tunnel and then curve off. But I honestly think that because pure aesthetics, I'm actually going to pop out of the end there. Just because I think it looks a lot better having, you know, the little tunnel mouth framed by that. But yeah, and then I'm going to need a little 2-track station up here to grab that and act as transfer point. And then I'm probably going to expand that platform outward a ways. It's eventually, not like now, but there's got to be somewhere here where it has connection points. Coal mine, oh coal mine, where art thou pathing connections? Don't tell me I'm going to have to run a road up the side and not be able to hook this in. Yeah, I'm going to have to run a road up the side. You know, just to make this look halfway sensible, I'm going to run the road first, just straight along the back there. And then I'm going to take it off to down there. So I'm going to put in a little curve there. Oh no, we don't want it lock straight. We want curvy roads. And curvy road into there. There we go. Yeah, and then it'll pick up those connection points there. And let me put in the station where I actually want it. And then we'll just have a, you know, little... And actually, yeah, we are eventually going to have this, I mean, for now, having the shipping line there is fine. But we're eventually going to want this to, you know, curl off there and go straight on up to that stuff. And curl off across that track to go up to that and up another, you know, insane slope to that. But for now, I'm just going to put in this little, you know, point-to-pointy coal route. Like, both of these are just going to be fairly small shuttles for coal. But yeah, we're just going to have this be just a single track, and I'm just going to put it in, like, there and just get a nice single smooth curve into the one track of that station. Yeah, when I do the depot access for this, I think I'm actually going to try and make it somewhat nice, and then I'm just going to eventually convert that depot access in. Oh, but I'm eventually just going to convert that depot access into my main line. So I'm going to make sure that the depot access coming up to here is where I want my main line, and it's up to main line standards. But yeah, so let's see, we're going to need a bit of main line that's going to come from there, and it's going to curl up to hit those two. So we're going to have a bit of double track that's going up to there. I think that's the one I'm going to take my depot access from. So yeah, we're just going to take it to where it crosses over there. I'm not actually going to hook up the tools or anything right off the bat. I'm just going to run from here on up through to there. It's pretty much dead straight. Then I'm going to take from there, and I'm going to take it into there and get it to snap on. Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. For some reason, it's not wanting to snap on there. Don't think it likes how shallow I'm taking that turn off. So I'm actually going to push this out a little bit. No, don't quit that. There. Yeah, I'm just going to come like ever so slightly off from directly snapping and just put a little wobble in the track to make it, you know, actually go in. We'll get that to the point where it's not doing anything too funky. Oh, when you look at that, when I unhit the shift button, it actually snapped in to be perfectly straight and glued the whole way. Just how Transport Fever 2 rolls sometimes is doing just utterly stupid things like that, where, you know, it won't go in when you do something, but you'll use like some little trick that just shouldn't change anything, but for some reason the game's just all of a sudden like, oh sure, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'll do that for you. Sure, yeah, go right straight ahead. But anyway, I'm going to bring this up to here. I'm just going to put in a little... Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get that to be a double slip, but I should be able to just put in like a little bit there. Yeah. Although, I'm probably eventually going to upgrade this main line to a bridge, but the main line shouldn't be too high traffic. And this should be just like, you know, one stupidly massive train that just rumbles through occasionally. So that shouldn't clutter up that crossing too much. And then over here I'm just going to put in just a little itty bitty depot access switch. Just pop out like that. Okay, but for now I actually don't think I'm going to need either of those lines. Although, yeah, because those are going to need to level up before they need all four going in. There's no way I'm going to get those to level up enough just supplying that. I'm going to have to start shipping out the steel to the goods one before I'll need that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start getting in the infrastructure for the iron. I'm not going to hook up to that, hook up the route to that one yet, because that's going to be a fairly easy hookup with nothing too complicated. for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bit parallel to the road there. Ooh. Oh, do you not squeeze through that corner? Oh, I cut it too close with the road there. Or the game cut it too close. So yeah, I'm actually going to have to take this road, and I'm going to take that, you know, triple bend out, and I'm going to put it in as a single bend, which theoretically should just go right in unless it collisions with the bridge, which of course it does, because why wouldn't it? See, I'm going to put it just right next to the bridge. And then I'm just going to grant the last little bit of the way in, just like that. And then we'll get in a bit of track. It's going to start off parallel to the road there, cross the road there. So I'm going to need to get it to so what is too much sloping? And okay, so I think the track is too much. Although that might be it. Oh yeah, it's got to be okay. Yeah. I see why that could be a problem, because it's sloping up the whole way and it's glued to the road there. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually gonna take it from there down, which if I do that, maybe? Let's see. Oh, there we go, yeah. And it does funky terrain stuff, but I can get that little bit out with the smoothing tool. And actually, I'm going to see, because I accidentally upped it a little bit. Yes, and I can drop it back down, too. There we go. I mean, yes, it does funky stuff for that crossing. But it's all funky stuff that I am perfectly willing to tolerate. I'm just going to hit it with a bit of that. And that should bring the ground up to the bottom of the track there. There we go. Then I'm going to put in a nice big station there. No, I want rail, buildings, cargo terminus, and it is in the direction I want it to be in. And then I'll actually get, lovely. Okay, well, I guess we're going to put it in at 80 meters. And then we're going to take this and we're going to configure it. And, yeah, and because I had to put it in at 80 meters, what I'm going to do, because the other one's just going to be a drop-off, and I can finagle depot access somehow, but I'm going to extend this out a bit. In fact, I'm going to extend this out more than a bit. Oop, didn't want that there, but let's scoot up and take care of that. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to need to put in another bit of track down the other side to force it to not make that terminus. There we go. And then, see, there's no way I'm going to finagle depot access through that side. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to peel off from there. Cross the road. Hey, you. I'm going to go off from there. Go into the road. And then I'm just going to immediately put in a loop from there. It's going to go back into the road. And then it'll hook up to that. And I'm just going to leave it at this for now. because that's good enough. But yeah, probably should have waited and put the road in after, but whatever. Although, nah, because I only had to take out that bit of the road. I didn't take out that bit. But yeah, this will be good enough. And then, yeah, we'll need to get that brought in. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to just take this in one smooth curve, am I? Oops. Yeah, it'll definitely kink up. Now, actually, let's see how much it kinks up. So it goes in and it makes a double flip there. So let's see if I can get this to anything at all reasonable. So, yeah, when it goes, it only slows down to 80. That's acceptable. Yeah, that's acceptable because the train's still going to be picking up speed on that. And then I'm going to cut just a little bit further into the mountain here. And I'm going to bring this, hopefully, bring this. Okay, maybe I'll bring this out. And then we will see if I can get that to, oh, yep, and I can get that to go in. And that'll let it rattle in empty at full speed. There we go. I mean, it's an interesting little bit of track laying, but it works out perfectly. And then we won't need depot access going. Well, yeah, I think the way we're going to have to get the shunter in is we're going to have to put it onto a line, get it down to here, and then swap lines, which I'm perfectly willing to do. That's how they would, reasonably do that sort of thing on a real railway, is they would, just honestly what they would do is, yeah, and what I'm probably going to wind up doing micromanaging wise is back it up just past the switch and say, actually, nope, and then turn it around. Just it would by, just telling the driver, go just past that switch and then turn around. But anyway, yeah. Let's start getting these many lines in. So we'll need a line for the iron ore, the end of the steelworks. Then we'll need a line from the coal into the steelworks. Then we'll need a line taking the extra steel and the machines up to our cargo terminal, and then taking wood and eventually iron ore back. And then, let's see, I'm also going to want to, while I'm doing this, put in the nope, not on the same route. I'm also going to want passenger line going out to there. And I am getting bricks in there, so I can also run a cargo line from there. Do I want to ship bricks on that line? Yeah, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take that line there, and I'm going to say, on your way down there, just, yeah, just on your way down, just swing through there. And that means that if I am going to do that, though, I am definitely going to have to get a switch in there, which means I'm going to have to come out and put the switch in on the bridge, probably. Let's see if I can do it in one smooth bit. Yeah, that's not happening. So yeah, I'll bring it out to there so that we're making bridge track. And then just zerp. Oh, what? Oh. No, your bridge there. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's snapping on that. Okay. Maybe if I come from there. Okay, and hopefully I can get this bit to go in without. Oh, boo. Fine. Be that way. Yeah, I'll have to rerun that little bit of road yet again. But that's fine, I guess. Do I accidentally put tram track in? Oh well. Nobody complained. I'm probably just gonna leave that. No, I don't want to take it back off. And I mean, I could trim it off, but I'm gonna see if I can just dip this down a little bit further. Yep, and I can't get it down far enough. Oh yeah, that's fine. And I definitely agree with Skye. Lower bridges do generally look a little bit better. But yeah. Okay, we got that guy going in. That fixes that line issue. So yeah, let's see. First let's get the iron and the coal lines started, because that'll fire up some production in there, even if it won't be shipping. That'll start making us a profit, so we can ship 200 to each of those. So yeah, we're going to come out of this depot here. We're going to buy some vehicles. So let's see. So we're going to let's start with the cargo wagons. So yeah, part of me would like to grab these, but this is a different modded one. It's basically just a reskin of the generic one, but these reskins they're a little faster, but like it's not as fast as my other one, and I do prefer the fast freight because you get more money for running it in faster. So I think I'm just going to use a bunch of 5-plank generic British open wagons, and I'm going to put in, let's start off with 15 of them. So there we go, that's 15. And for this, I'm probably going to want like somewhere a bit less than 1,000 in terms of power. Yeah, that's not going to be quite enough. Yeah, I'd like something a little more than one of those guys. I could do it with like one of those, and then one of these as a back engine, maybe. Yeah, that'll do probably a little more than enough, actually. Or I could see about getting something a little even tougher than that on. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that's about right for what I'm looking for. Yeah. We're gonna go with one of those guys. And actually, since these are going to be reversing, I am going to want a back engine. So I'm actually going to add another 5 wagons on, because the rate on this is only going to increase. Like, the throughput is only going to increase. So I'm going to up this to a full 140. I'm going to put on one of them. And, let's see. And as a back engine, I'm going to go with the tank engine one. The 777. Which we've probably got another variant of this that's not. Oh, yeah, apparently the London Northwestern ones look like they come out a little earlier, maybe, than the other ones. Let's see. So I know those are. I also have those in that same class of engine in a separate mod. But anyway, we're gonna just chuck one of you guys on the back. And there we go. And we'll just buy 2. And one of those is going to go on, I think lines 20 and 21 are these. Although, we don't need nearly as much capacity on that one. We don't need like half as much, but it's going to be upping. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them on and eat the decreased efficiency early on. And I'll bet you 21 is the other one I need this on. Yeah, 21 is the one we want. That's the one that runs to the coal. And then we'll want a passenger train. We've got these guys that run that full 121. Don't know if I've put any passenger trains in with these guys yet. Yeah, I probably would have in the last stream put some of these guys on. We're just going to get rid of that whole thing, and we're going to grab, for now, just one of those with just a couple of passenger wagons on it. We'll grab maybe... Oh, actually, no, I want the wagons colored, but I want to leave the engine in its default Caledonian Railway livery just because. So yeah, we're going to add a couple of those, and then one of the ducket rear brake that I like so much. So yeah, there we go. And those coaches, they really don't match, but they look surprisingly good together. Like, they don't look too good in this menu, but they actually look pretty good when you put it out on the line. So we're going to get that guy, and this guy's going to go on to the passenger line out to there. So yeah, it's going to go on to that one. And then at some point we'll want to get a one on the one up to there. I think I'm going to set up that line first. So yeah, let's run this, and yeah, those are going to start coming out. So yeah, those should have kicked into production. Ooh, wait, I need to work the catchment stuff on this a little bit. So let's see. So let's configure this guy, and we'll put on one of these. Yeah, there we go. So that'll give us a connection there, just straight on in. Let's see. Does the nah? So we're gonna need something bringing the catchment up to there. So let's hope that this will go through, and we're gonna need to put in yet another level crossing right after that. But oh, come on, you. There we go. So yeah, we'll go in from there, just straight, and we'll take this, and we'll make it curvy, and we'll come out from here, then into there. See, does that do it? Or I need a cap? Yeah, I think. Oh no, because that doesn't have a connection on that side like at all. Okay, so I'm actually gonna reconfigure this a bit. Which I meant to do this a bit anyway, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to go into cargo buildings. And just for looks, I'm actually going to put one of those in there, and then one of those right there, which I think looks kind of cool. I mean, the ramp's on both sides that way. And then to extend it out to hook up to the road, I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of road just like that, and just be... Actually, can I get it to go across there and then have another bit of road that hooks it up and in? See if I can pull that off. Oh, come on. Show me a little circle. Thank you. Okay, we want it there. And yeah, it will go in like that. Then with any luck, we can get one in. See, as far to that side as it'll let us put it in. Yeah, like there. Okay, well, let me put it in as this. Nope. Okay, well then let's put it in there. Okay, so yeah, it'll force me to do that, but it should still run a street connection from. Nah, oh well. Well, it would have looked better if it did, but that's fine. It'll still hopefully connect up, and if it doesn't, yeah, well then I can try running it just to there. That'll get me just a tiny bit more. I can also try straightening that out some, see if that'll do it. And if nothing else, I can always use my trick with the attachment extenders. But I'd rather just have this, naturally connect. Oh, did you not actually go in? I hit the approve button. Go in. Thank you. I'm actually gonna even trim that back. And by doing this as a different road type, it won't snap that to a curve. Even with all the little short sections, it won't combine them into one curved section on me. Yeah, that'll let me take that back a little ways like that. And then I'm just gonna see if I can't get a perfectly straight bit of road. Just goes through. Okay, so I have to take it from this end, like right there, straight down to there, and then straight into that bit, which actually, I'll probably want to draw that through differently, because I'm going to need to get a track past that, won't I? Yeah. So can I get a perfectly straight bit into there? No. Can I get a curved bit into there? Yeah. I really do wish that it would just let you run like track up to there and then remove that little terminus thing to accommodate for it. Nah. Oh yeah, I am gonna have to put a catchment radius extender on this, which isn't too big a deal, just more a minor nuisance than a massive catastrophe. But I do still need something like that in to hook that up. And let's see, will it go in nice if I turn on the snap straight bit and put in something like that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That looks kind of nice. So yeah, and then that gives us plenty of room for that. And yeah, and I'll put my little catchment radius extender in here. So yeah, we'll just get two of these just right smack bang next to each other. I mean, it really looks like it should be just, totally pointless, but it does do a very efficient job of, increasing the catchment radius of a station. I basically look at this as I'm not running a line, I'm leasing vehicles to this company to run their goods into my station. I need to zoom in a little closer. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna put this in just there, that'll do. And then we'll chuck the, so that one's gonna be going, so yeah, it's gonna be going that way, so we want an out there. And that one's gonna need an in. And then we'll just put in a little bit of road hooking that up. And there you go. We should be able to get, 3. And actually, it's probably going to, just because it's dumb, take from both of these. So I'm actually going to put 4 trams on there. It's probably going to be, you know, dumb and decide to just shuttle a ton of iron ore back and forth between those two, because both of them have the catchment. But yeah, I don't know. No clue what it's going to do, nor do I particularly care. I will just throw trams at it until it starts working. Yeah, I know, not the most efficient gameplay style to throw trams at things, but hey, it works. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put my tram access up over all the stupid amounts of level crossings that I have over here. Yeah. And as I don't have the electric trams to start upgrading yet, this'll do. Yeah, once I get the electric trams, I'm going to go through and upgrade all the tracks in my city, but for now, I'm just going to leave all of the outside of the city stuff as electrified, just get the jump on it. But within my city, I don't know, I feel that that excess catenary wire just doesn't look all that great, especially not with, you know, the sheer amount of tram routes I wind up with running through my city at the end of the day. Like, it's just stupid amounts of tram routes. So it's like, it would just look horrible if I did that. Or, well, not horrible, but not as good. Well, let's put it that way, not as good. So let's see, did I put the line in for that? Nope, I need a new line from there to there. Just running around in a little loop. And then we're going to chuck... Yeah, let's go with 4 trams on it. Oh no, we don't want that depot. We want the tram depot. There we go. And we want 4 of these. And just chuck those onto that line over there. It is visible, so whatever this is set to, it should be on the screen. There we go. And that should have that bit set up. Okay, so yeah, we have our little transfer bit there, so this should be taking from that, and yep, this is up to 200 production. So then let's get in a station here to ship that off. And this is gonna, I'm actually gonna put a second track on it, but it's gonna share the bit of platform, because this one is also gonna be shipping in logs from the other end of the map eventually. But I'm gonna actually do this a little bit funkily. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put put extra platforms in along here. So that's gonna give extra capacity for shipping the lumber out. And then for the drop-off point, I'm just gonna put like that. And that's all it's gonna be. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty big trains that I'm shipping across the map. But I'm going to do each of those with their own separate little turn-in, and I actually think that I'm going to probably make that one like intentionally squiggly to give it a little bit of extra room. No, not that level of squiggly, but take off like a little bit there. But yeah, just like move forward in these like little bitty squiggles for at least a little bit. And then I'm gonna, after doing a couple of squiggles like that, I'll just zoom right on in. And then I'll see if I can't get that going a little nicer. Hello, little passenger train. see, I think that wound up going up. Actually, you know, that actually, even without the squiggles, that should be long enough. So I'm actually just going to take that straight in. It should make it a little easier to get it in neatly. I still had to spam the M key to get it to go in nicely. And from this one, I'm just going to do the same basic thing and just go straight on in, and we'll have a double slip junction on each of those. And then each track has plenty of room in there for its respect. Ooh, I forgot to dip that one down. I'm actually going to take that one out entirely. Put it back in again, dipping down the way the first one did. And there we go, and that's fine. So yeah, that ought to do it. And then for now we'll just get a we'll get the line from there into there, and then we'll go ahead and put a train on that, and then a train going way out to there. So from there to there. And while I'm thinking about it, let's see what is the rate on that line with the train I put in. Well, actually, let's go for that line. That'll be a bit more representative lengthwise. No, that's actually just about right. So I'm actually going to manage the vehicle there. See, actually no. So anyway, that's going to be 20 cars. So it's going to be the yellow freight engine, 20 cars, and then a 777. And for the let's see, this is going to be running logs one way, and actually we can probably have the same train run the logs back in if I run the logs into my main station, which will make things a little cheaper. So yeah, we're going to grab one of those. We're going to grab 20 of the generic flat car ones. So the one planks. We're just going to grab 20 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more because it didn't get them all. And then we're going to go back into here. And we're going to chuck a 777 on the end of that. And that'll do us. And we'll grab you and we'll chuck you onto that latest line I just did out to the there. That one. And then we're also gonna buy one of those. And oh, actually no, I want yeah, because the one going down there is gonna be also running like food and bringing back goods and stuff. So I'm gonna want vans for this one. Oop. Oh, actually no, because it's gonna be run. I think I'm going to do this with 10 vans and 10 open wagons. I mean, I know it's not going to do what I'm wanting it to and put, the goods and food and stuff in the vans and the planks and stuff in the open wagons, but it's nice to think that they will. But, yeah, I'm going to put in 10 covereds and then 10 of the flat ones, because the flat ones will look good hauling the planks or the bricks down, and they'll also look good hauling the steel back. but they won't look too bad if they're calling the other stuff either. So yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, that'll do. So we're just going to swap those out for different variants of the same basic wagon. Then we're going to chuck this on to that one. Yeah, that one. There you go. Oh, are you in the wrong depot? You're in the wrong depot, aren't you? Yep. Okay, so first things first, we're going to open you up and pin it. And then I'm going to use my fancy turning around maneuvers. So I'm going to put him onto that line, which will let him get out of there. Then I'm going to take him and I'm going to immediately say, go into a depot. But because he's already technically not in that depot, he's going to continue on forward because he'd rather not turn around if he doesn't have to. So because he's already technically out of that depot, he's going to keep going forward and into that depot. And then I can put him on the line that I want him on once he's properly in that depot. And that'll let me get him turned around. That's why I like this sort of switchbacky depot arrangement, is it lets me send trains out that way, and also it lets me do that. There we go. And that'll do ya. And I think we'll ride this train on down to check out some of the stuff I've just done. So we'll go first person. And let's see. Actually, we need signals in here for the depot track because they're waiting way too long. Like, yeah, you should not have to wait all of that length. So we'll get a signal in. Do I have room for one? Yeah, we'll put one in there right before that switch. And then, yeah, that'll do. So yeah, we got our fancy looking yellow engine there, and our little black tank engine on the rear. And this will do a real good job of this good service, I think. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I've signaled up any of that, have I? Yeah, that could be an issue. Yeah, we're just going to pause this for a bit because, oh yeah, I'm losing a ton of money from all the trains just sitting there doing nothing. What do you mean collision? Okay, apparently those modded signals I have don't like to work on bridges over... No, what the heck do you mean collision? You are not having any collisions, you stupid signal. Okay, well, we can put a signal block in there. Let me do that much. So we'll at least put in signal blocks along this section. Yeah, I'm glad I caught that and didn't just, leave several trains sitting there burning money. Come on. But yeah. Then I'll put these either side of that switch. And then I will just come up along here and just keep chucking them in every so often. So, do we have anybody in the chat right now, or am I just making this for YouTube to auto-record it into a video for watching later? Yeah. I will say, I do quite wish that I had a few more people who followed my stuff, because, I mean, it might just be that I'm not very good at doing this yet, but I definitely think that the general content quality would just be a lot better if I had actual people to talk to instead of just, sitting here chattering on myself. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized the iron line wasn't supposed to go in there. They were supposed to go into that one. glad I caught that. So yeah, when we get down to the other end, we'll be able to correct that. Yeah, I'm not big on putting semaphores inside of tunnels, but I might, well, we'll see, but I might wind up having to. But if I don't have to, I won't. So I'll put a pair right here, just after the tunnel. Okay, so for some reason it did manage to split that, although that looks pretty terrible, so I might unsplit it, I don't know. We'll see. Might look better outside of the editor mode, but one there. One in there. I'm actually going to put in another block here, just this side of the station. Even if these stationy ones really aren't all that necessary, but I'll do them anyway. And then, yeah, and only only that train should actually be coming out to there. Wait, no, because we should have the coal running in, and then the goods should also be coming in, I believe. Although, since I'm having the goods stop off, and I could just, keep adding platforms there, but I really would rather not. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and double track this and put in a another platform on the other side there. Yeah, let's go right on ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll run this. Actually, I'm just going to put in the platform and just run it straight in. Okay, there we go. Let's grab these tracks and check them on in. And then I'll put in the track down to it, and then I'll put in my crossover. And while I'm down here, I'll also switch the iron ore onto the proper route. So yeah, let's make sure they line up decently well, at least on this end. Although, actually, oh no, that guy's just not all the way in. Okay. See, I can put it up there. That should be fine. And good, that does snap him back. I think that is... Oh, for some reason I put on some... flat wagons on this one for some reason. Whatever, they'll put boxes of iron ore on those flat wagons. That's fine. So yeah, manage line, and this one actually shouldn't be going into there. It should be going into there. Yeah, so you don't want to be going there, you want to be going there. Just like that. And then there, we're going to go into terminals. And the line 21 is the coal, the other one's the mixed goods. So I'm actually going to make the coal take the slightly slower route, because that's a fairly short line, and the other one's real long, and has more stops as well. Ooh, what are you doing there? Why? Why? Oh, did I not double slip that? Probably not. Yeah, nope, I didn't. Let's double slip that, and that should fix that. And even if it doesn't, that's not too overly far to run that. Yeah, there we go. That's doing just what I want it to. Yeah, that should have us handled here. So let's turn this on and hope it works. And I'll see if I can't get some signals to pop into there. But yeah, looking at how much I'm guessing most of that's from the actual construction, but I'm betting I was also losing a decent amount of money on maintaining those trains that were sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it'll let me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's letting me now for some reason. And I'm gonna switch back to these ones. So I like the look of them more, but I don't know, having a bit of a mixture I think is kind of nice. Yeah, we'll put that one in there. Put one in there. Oh wait, no, we don't want that one facing that way. We want this one facing the other way. Ah, you get back over there. Darn it. Want you out of here. Okay, we want one in. And actually, since that's going that way, we're one up here. Yeah, I know I'm going to get one in on that, but I'll put one in. Okay, so apparently it doesn't like that Nope, it's... Okay, so yeah. Apparently that whole bridge section is just a no-go for some reason. Oh, that's odd, but whatever. See, I guess... Maybe I can get one in there? Nope, I can't get one in there. Get one in more. Nope. Get one in there, that's literally sitting on the track. But apparently not between those two sets of switches for some reason. Okay, I guess. How is it colliding with those way the frick out here? That's just... You know, that's what happens when you put in an insanity junction. Or, as I was calling it last stream, the drunken junction. And when you put in a drunken junction, the switches start doing weird things and weird collisionings, and you just kind of have to suck it up and deal. But yeah. So yeah, that should be running fine now. Yeah, that's a good cargo one. Honestly, that one is too, but I like that one a little more. That was another one that I had used as a go-to passenger before I got those 121 kilometer an hour ones. But yeah. So yeah, let's go into here and we'll grab that dude and we'll take a ride on him because he should be because he should be going through that tunnel soon. Yep, and he's just now going into that tunnel that I wanted to check out the insides of. So yeah, ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to redo that. Either that or just never go through this tunnel. But I know I'm going to do it at some... Yeah, that needs to be fixed. And there's not really anything I can do about that. That's just a feature of how it renders in tunnel walls. Is that, yeah, that sort of flipping is just going to happen. Yeah, I know it's kind of low priority in terms of things for the devs to do, but I wish they would work on some of that kind of stuff, like the various common rendering issues. Just get rid of them, if they can. But yeah, so as I doubt that much of anything's been dropped off at the although it's possible that they've been producing, but nah, because they would need to get planks to start actually probably producing, which means that this guy's going to need to run for a couple times. I did see over here that there were 7 planks in the station waiting, and there might be more now. Nope, still only 7. But this guy's going to get more. And, oh wow, yeah, this is... Oh, wait, oh, nope, that's on the wrong terminal, that's why. So, terminals, let's swap you. And we might actually just get rid of that terminal. But, oop. Okay, we'll swap you back for long enough to load up. And to get this guy unconfused, we should be able to just flip-flop him. Nope, we have to get him to pull all the way out of the station, and then pull all the way back in. Come on, you. There you go. That's where you want to be. And then as soon as you're loaded up, we'll swap the terminals over. But for now, that'll do. Then it'll unload this station, and then swap them out to the other terminal. But yeah. And he should more than handle the output of that. Like, yeah, he's like right just over 400, and he only needs 400 maximum. Yeah, this train honestly is a bit on the overkill side for this route, but whatever. Although if it winds up staying this unprofitable, actually, no, I think that I'm gonna do I have a depot engine yet? Nope. So actually, I'm gonna, yeah, because this doesn't need nearly this much. So I'm actually gonna take off this engine and like 10 of these cars, maybe. Come on, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then move that guy up to the front and give him a brake van. Because, like, this really doesn't need to be, you know, that sort of a monster train. Not for this short little run. At least not yet. I'll probably wind up having it be with both engines in, like, you know, 17 or 18 when I hook up another lumber mill to it. But for now, this is more than we need. So we're gonna hit the modify button. I'm gonna tell you just go right back into the depot, and it's probably gonna pull across. Yeah. We pulling across from one depot to the other. Isn't it fun? But yeah, and it's not a big deal that I have that, you know, extra stuff. And I might wind up doing the same with the, actually no, I don't want to do the same with the coal one, because the coal one does actually need double the rate of the iron ore one, because it's going to be shipping both the iron ore and the coal from here down in. That reminds me, I was going to, so first things first, let's get everybody's at the right terminals, but I want to whack those tracks out and put more platform in. It'll let them, let the guys have more load-unload space. And actually, I think that in order to maximize loading and unloading space, I'm also going to whack the tracks here back, because both of those are just little drop-offs. So they can hang out of the station a lot more. And I'm going to whack it all the way back to there. And I'm going to put just platform in on all of that. Because I'm guessing a good amount of that bit is going to get assigned to that track. So I want to maximize the amount that's assigned to the one that's actually picking up from here. There we go. So let's see. Yeah, sometimes it'll actually show you, yeah, so like that shows it. So like the ones that are skewed that way are going here. So like that, all of that platform, that half of that platform, and all of those platforms up there, and potentially those ones. I'm not sure if those ones are going there or there. Actually, well, and that's probably way overkill, so I think I'm actually going to take those tracks one more down. But, so yeah, they do seem to tend to go to that one, which is good, because that's more what I wanted anyway. So yeah. So yeah, as we can see, so all of that, half of that are going there, So that, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. And that guy's waiting at the tunnel. Oh yeah, I wanted to rerun that. Yeah, because it went up there. That's the problem. So yeah, let's pause this. See, I think I'm going to start by rerunning it out and keep the double switch and see if I can get it to make the double switch nicely. Because it's going to want, it might want to start at an upward angle because of the double switch. We'll just have to see how well it goes in if I just do that. Anyway, we'll just and we'll want to redo the bit that's going between the track. Actually, between the tracks is yeah, I'm gonna need to whack out at least, if I can get the trees out of the way, at least that bit and that bit, and then I'll relay just from there on. It doesn't want to go to that same, actually, yeah, it doesn't want to go onto that same 96. Ah, yeah, because I don't have the bend out. No, that's fine. 80 some is good enough for this. Yeah, that'll have to do. And it's not like I have that much choice in the matter. And double slip, yes. And that should sort things out there. Yep, that's it all sorted out. And we'll grab you. And first person view. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Like, you have that bit of the tunnel entrance there clipping. And you still have a little bit of ballast overlap, but it's only a little bit, not like a stupid amount. But yeah, because I don't want to have semaphores in the tunnel, so there's going to be a lot of trains waiting right here for that guy to dip in through the tunnel, and a lot of that guy waiting in that little bit of tunnel for trains to come through. Yeah. Yeah, I do wish they could do something to fix those like overlapping glitches with the bridges and tunnels. Because as somebody who liked doing a lot of railway, a lot of bridges and tunnels, and has been known to, put insane junctions on top of bridges and in the middle of tunnels, like having those trimmed off would be so nice. But anyway, he's going to stop here for a little bit, and as he doesn't seem to be picking up any bricks yet, which, probably because I don't have any sort of little delivery system set up over in here. Oh, I don't even have that connected up to the town at all. So yeah, that passenger line I put in is totally pointless right now. So yeah, this might help, just maybe a little bit. So I'm going to put that out of there. Just straight on up. Sure, that'll do. And they might put in like a couple of houses on that, but the main thing is that that's now connected. And yeah, and it's for some reason those aren't showing the white, but yeah, this covers all but that one building way out there. And at some point I'm going to put in like a little tram or truck route from there out around there, but not right now, that's for sure. So yeah, now while we're looking, let's go to the brickworks and see if it's shipping to there. So yeah, the brickworks is way over here. So, and I believe that was Oakham. Yeah, so Oakham's now grabbing some, and yeah, and when we get the insanity or whatever we use to get up here, whether it's an insanity spiral or you're going up the mountainside or just a massive slope, once we hook up to there, it'll ship to there as well. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, and we're back up to making large amounts of profit now that we got some of that stuff fixed. Of course. Because it's kind of hard to make a profit when, you know, half of your stuff is completely screwy. Yeah, that's got 40 in it right now, so let's see, what's your capacity like now that I took all that stuff off of you? Only 141, and we want 200. Because that's what that guy's able to produce right now. So we want to grab that guy, and we want to add like 5 of these back on. Or actually, no, I'm just going to swap which engine is pulling it. Because that's probably part of the problem, is that engine takes a while to accelerate, whereas this one's like twice as strong. It's like that one's probably at the tail end of mediocre, whereas this one's towards good. And that might be enough to fix it. We'll have to let it run a little bit because it doesn't take power into account right away for the rate. You have to give it a little while to settle before it starts taking things like power into account. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, he's got like 70 space, and that should have around 70 by the time he gets there. Ooh, why are you stopped way back there? Oh, I have other stuff running on that line. I probably don't have signals all the way up, do I? Or is it? Yeah. Yeah. Of course I wouldn't bother putting in signals. Why would I bother putting in signals? That would be a smart thing to do. So yeah, we're going to have one there, and we're going to have one over there by the tunnel. And that bit up there, I don't think I actually have to hook up yet, because I don't think I'm running cargo into there. And the passenger line can just have that bit all to itself. And then I'll run some signals down this way. And put on either side of that level crossing there, which I think I'm going to switch that one into one of the fancy British ones, just because. Yeah, after this stream, I'm going to double check and make sure that the graphics card stuff doesn't break again, because this is way too much lag. Like, considering this is a small map, I shouldn't have nearly this amount of lag. But for some reason I do, so we'll just have to take a look after the stream and see. And I'm probably going to be ending it fairly soon here anyways. So yeah. Yeah, that's actually about right for that guy. So, yeah. Probably didn't even need to upgrade to the more powerful engine, but whatever. Yeah, we are definitely making a profit. Let's see, how are you doing? So he hasn't received any... Oh yeah, because I didn't put in the little shuttle thing there. And that should be hooked up to both. Yeah, that's hooked up to everything there. And we'll need just... Was it another one of those stupid little runabouts right there? And I think I'm going to put it in as like part of the station complex here. Like, right into that Y. I don't know, maybe if I step it back a little bit, I can get all of the entrance roads just sort of combine into one little tangle there. Let's see. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Let's see. Yeah, narrow angle, as it says. But I can do like... I Actually, I wonder. Just see if I can. I'm gonna trim you back. Let's pause it because that'll disconnect the planks line for a little bit. And let's see, can I get you snap in? Okay. Now I'd have to angle them relative to each other. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. Just because. And go into streets. And grab this dude and bring him around that. And it's probably not going to let me put it into that already cluttered. Oh, it will. Wow, surprising. And let's double check. You still hook up. And all of that all hooks up. Yep, that hooks up to both those. That guy hooks up to that one. And then we're gonna, that one needs an in road there. And this one here needs an out road. There. And then we just need to chuck in a little bit of road right in there. Okay. Like in and of itself, it's not as pretty looking, but I kind of like how I've got it, you know, all sticking off of that one little road junction there. So now we're gonna have a new line from there to there. And am I gonna run tram track all the way out here? I think we all know the answer. It's gonna be the same answer every other time I've asked that question. Of course I'm gonna run tram out there. I'm probably gonna wind up with, you know, 90, well, not that much, but like half the roads in this map just as electrified tram track for no reason other than depot access. Because, like, I could just, you know, put in a stupid quantity of tram depots, but, like, I've got my, you know, whole one depot challenge thing that I do for basically all my maps. And if I just put in a stupid number of tram depots, that would just spoil the whole thing, so I'm just going to keep doing it this way and just put in an overly large quantity of tram tracks everywhere. So anyway, let's go into here, we'll go to there, grab the tram depot, and we'll buy some vehicles, we'll get, let's see. Yeah, we should, no, because it might take some from the station and do funky things. I want to get 4. Put them all. Actually, we'll hit that button, which should get, yeah, there we go. Chuck you on there. Then we'll get out of that. And then we'll hit the play button again, or fast forward really, but whatever. And eventually those guys will start getting over there. So yeah, that should start those shipping. Okay, apparently none of the coal has gotten there yet. So that's kind of weird. Oh! Wait. Wait. Oh! I never actually hooked that up. I am missing all sorts of things today. And hopefully it'll grab paths from both. Or either of them. I forgot about that. They tend to be real dumb about putting paths off the back of these. Ooh, yeah. That is a potential issue. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can find any paths over there. So we'll take that over there. Yeah, and I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to just... Okay, so we'll get a path there, but I'm going to need a skinnier road to get into it. And it might hook them both up with their own internal paths. Oh, come on, the big road. Got it. Why won't you? Oh no! Don't do this to me! Ah! Why you gotta be like that? Huh? Why? Just why? No, this is my own fault for putting them in oriented this way, so, yeah, looks like I'm gonna need an incredibly pointless, connection radius extender here. Probably. I don't know. I might be able to get in at least the one. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm real careful getting this one put in. I might be able to grab, connection points over on the side there. Yeah, and that might get me a direct connection there. But yeah, I'm at least going to need a depot extent or a connection extension there to get that in. Yeah, there's no way that a tunnel through, or that carving a big track in through there would get me in time. Let's see. Come on. There we go. And yeah, we're just going to take that straight over to there. And sure, we'll just go right ahead and carve yet another hole through this little mountain. And let's see. Okay, so we do hook up to that one, which is going to be enough to get production running for now, but we do not hook up to that one yet. Yeah, that is so incredibly annoying, though. See, I know there are mods that let you place in roads that are like stupidly skinny to use as pedestrian paths. Like, yeah, like. I've got to see though. Can I get it to not collision for? Yeah, no. I might be actually. There's a thought. The late game roads might the one lane might be skinny enough. So I'm actually gonna take this up to. Ow. No. I think I was in 1897. So for now, we're gonna go to yeah. We're gonna go to 1997, and we're gonna grab the highways with this little one-laner. Yes, and I can shove the one-laner in there far enough that it'll hook up. And I might actually be able to let it to get it to glitch the dirt road through the buildings. So yeah, we're gonna set it back to 1897. And we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna just chuck it right on up to there. Which that'll at least give me the connection. And then if I do this right, I might be able to force the road to, yeah, if I do that, it'll force it to upgrade, and it ignores collisions when it does this, which I find weird. Like, you can force an upgrade along this way, and it'll ignore collisions with buildings and stuff and let you build roads, like, right through things. But yeah, and if I do that, then I'll just delete that. And now we're back to having a nice 1800s appropriate dirt access road. Both of those are all hooked up directly. Didn't need to do any sort of stupidity or any additional stupidity. I did some, but whatever. And yeah, that will start filling this platform with coal as well as iron, which will be shuttled over. And yeah, there's not much else to do but let this run and see if it starts working. So Let's go check on the crater city. That's what we'll check on before we leave. Ooh, that's probably overflowing. Yeah, we'll also once we've checked on the crater city, we'll go and do a quick. Yeah, there we go. You're starting to do what I want. Yeah, now that you've got industrial buildings out there, I can go ahead and get rid of the one that's in the town. Yeah, and we'll need a line out to there. Yeah, and you put 2 or 3 of them in the town, haven't you? Yeah, well, you've got a nice amount of industrial outside now. So yeah, I'll get rid of these guys. And we'll do some town training on the outside, too. Yeah, now that I've done that, unless it can't put other buildings outside, it'll put residential inside. Then just the residential. And we'll take these guys back a ways. And as I said, I expect them to do like some of that kind of stuff, and I don't mind them doing those sorts of little through roads. Like, that's no hair off my back, and it actually makes it a little easier for me to pick where to do the split off there. Although, actually, yeah, let's do this one by that overlay. So yeah, like you can see, like I'm probably gonna cut it off at like that. Well, yeah, because most of that area's got a decent amount of noise pollution. It's just how this is. Unless I want to take, some stupid road up to the top of the cliff, I'm just gonna have buildings in the noise pollution zone, and that's just the way it's gonna be. But I think I'm gonna actually push some of those out of the slightly quieter area and force those ones to build up there by the railroad track a bit more. Especially those ones there that are just digging straight on into the cliff. Because that's actually where I want the houses to build, is there digging into the cliff a little bit. So yeah, let's see. Come on, autosave. Any moment now. There you go. And we'll get rid of that one. And now we'll just let it grow back. But yeah. Yeah, we are going to need a line out to there. And we can just get rid of that. I'll leave the truck drop off, but I'm going to change the line. So it no longer is going to go into there. No longer going to go to London Road. It will instead go out here to Main Road, which really isn't the main road, but whatever. And we'll chuck, let's say, for now, 1 tram, because it's only going to be shipping fuel. Well, actually, no, let's chuck 2. Let's chuck 2 trams onto Main Road there. Yep. Another nice, that's an even more powerful fast engine than the big passenger ship. Or big stern wheel. You actually can run non-passenger stuff off of that. But I'm going to grab 2 of those and chuck them onto line 16 over there. And then time to do a little bit of optimizations. So, sort by overload. So yeah, we've only got, well, there's got to be more than just that one that are very poor. Huh. No, apparently that one's the only one that's actually okay. No, you've got to be overloading there. No, that can't possibly not be considered very poor. Heck. So there should be one here that's, yeah. How are you very good? You've got a platform that's like literally overflowing. You should be very poor. Anyway, but yeah, the iron ore I expected to be very poor. But, that one, line 4 there, currently has 3 trams. Yeah, I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to say manage vehicles, and I'm just going to clone the lot. Yeah, because that is a pretty long line going up to there. And I'm guessing that that's like, if we go into the buildings view, yeah, that's like right in the thick of the fuel. But yeah, like that one has a bit of the fuel area, although most of it's actually covered by the main station. But that one's like right in the, yeah. I can see why that one's starting to overload. And that's probably, a bit of an overkill response to that, but anyway, I think we're gonna leave it for now. And let's come up over here and jump on the little shuttle, which now seems to be definitely doing a little better in terms of yeah, because it said he had 3 fuel waiting for him instead of the not even quite 1 that he usually would. So yeah, so he's gonna grab 3 fuel, and he's probably gonna get up to his full 7. Looking a little rusty, but that's fine. Actually, just to show you guys something, I actually really like this engine in a certain oddball color. So in this picker, it looks like it's tan, but if I click it and I go out, it's this like lovely little pale yellow. And I actually really like this engine in that color, but for this line, I'm keeping him unpainted. But I think that I'm going to potentially use these guys for the coal shuttle line, and I like to do that, and I'm going to do them that color for that. And I like to joke that they're the canaries in the coal mine, because the engines are called the Lively Polly, and the whole, joke bird Polly want a cracker thing, plus the fact that they are, canary yellow and running their route to a coal mine. Anyway, yeah, I know, haha, real funny joke, but yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this for a little bit, and you guys will get to see the engine when he's off.